Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's been a very long time since I've filmed, so I'm quite rusty, I am sure. I think I filmed one video like a year ago, and then I think it's been like since 2023 since I decided to be a booktuber. So this is just me coming back and saying what's up. I know I've been doing live streams and stuff, but I want to get back into making videos. I feel like I am in a place in my life where I want to be able to do that more. So I'm going to just do a quick update video, talk about some things I've been reading, talk about some things that I've been doing this year. I just went to Worldcon, so I'm going to talk about Worldcon a little bit. Just some things to kind of, shake the rust off and get myself back in the groove of making videos. I will probably not edit this at all unless I really goof. So, without further ado, hello, I'm Kyle, if you're somehow back in this channel, or if you're just stumbling upon this channel for the first time. And yeah, I've been missing this community, I've been missing making videos. I feel like I don't have a creative outlet much anymore. And so I feel like after going to Worldcon and like meeting so many of the book community in person and chatting with some of my favorite authors and, seeing friends of mine that were brought to me from this community, I just was like, I really feel like I've let this go to the wayside. So what's been up with me? So I have been reading a lot, maybe too much. I think at the end of last year, I read Wind and Truth by Brandon Sanderson and the entire Fits and Fool trilogy. And then I just got burnt out on big books. So then what I did is I started reading a bunch of short books. And then with audiobooks, things just snowballed and snowballed. And now I've read like more than a book a day for the whole year. And that's just kind of become, I guess, my goal for this year is to read 365 books this year, which sounds insane. But once I got to June and I realized that I was still maintaining that pace, I just decided this might be the only year that I ever do that. So I guess I'm prioritizing shorter books. But that being said, I have still worked in some longer books. And, audiobooks can really just, you need some Kyle aid and you're just off to the races. So I'm just going through a couple books that I'm reading right now. And yeah, so I'm just reading way too many books at a time. It's ridiculous. I'm reading The Summer Tree by Guy Gabriel Kay. I DNF'd this book on audio a long time ago, but Guy Gabriel Kay is one of my favorite authors. I have his entire signed hardcover collection set right here now, and I'm like, I really feel like I should finally read Fiona Var. And the beginning of this book just sucks, guys. It's not good. I'm so sorry if people like it. I do not. But people assured me, Jake Bishop assured me, Josh from Red Fury Books, Bridger from Library Ladder, these people all assure me that this book gets better. And I am 106 pages in, and it's getting slightly better. So, yay for them, I suppose. Hopefully, it keeps picking up. We'll see, I guess. I'm also reading one of Evie's favorite books, The Vanished Birds. I've been reading this book for a very long time. But I just pick it up for a chapter here and there. I thought the first 3 chapters were excellent. I'm halfway-ish through the 4th chapter maybe now. I think I should probably just focus on it a little and finish it up soon because it's been very, very good so far. Oh yes, more Guy Gabriel Kay. So I'm also technically reading Children of Earth and Sky, and this is funny because I was buddy reading this with Josh from Red Fury Books whenever he read it, which would have been in February, I suppose. It was a long time ago. And he just dusted me. I had a couple days where I couldn't read. And then he just was 3/4 of the way through the book. And I was like, well, I guess I'll pick this up later. And it's just been sitting on my currently read stack ever since. I think I've read 1 chapter since February. So am I currently still reading this book? You be the judge. But all I know is I thought the first part of this book was excellent. And there's literally no reason I haven't kept reading it. Except that I just always been picking up other things. I've just been gravitating towards audiobook library loans and all sorts of other stuff. But, I got to finish Guy Gabriel Kay's bibliography, and this one is really good. So maybe putting it on this will encourage me to finish it. And then we have, again, another one that I've just been reading for a while. I don't know, I should just wrap some books up. I have The Passage by Justin Cronin. There was an impromptu buddy read kind of in Jimmy Nuts' Discord, and a bunch of people started reading it. And I think Jimmy finally finished it. He was reading it for a while. And I'm really, really liking it. It's a great book. I think it's really good. It's just so long. I've been so against long books lately. Right now, this book is 700 pages and the font is tiny. Who has time? Who has time? Ignore all this. This is not relevant. Don't look at my Brandon Sandersons and my George R. Martins and all that stuff. I don't read long books, okay? I only read short books. And this book is too long. That's what I'm saying. And the last of my stack of shame, because I added my stack of shame onto the top of books that I'm actually reading. The last book on my stack of shame is Grave Empire by Richard Swan. This book is really good. I am about 45% in, 200 pages in or so, and I started this book in January. Why haven't you finished it, Kyle, if you think it's really good and you started it in January? Well, that is because, guys, I picked it up because I wanted to know if I should get this Broken Binding Special Edition, which is the most beautiful goddamn thing I've ever seen. Look at this. This book is the most beautiful thing any human being has ever produced. I mean, not really, but it is really great. It is so cool. And I just think, I mean, it wraps around. It's just so good. And I just wanted it so bad. But I was like, I need to find out if this book is even worth a damn first. And it is worth a damn, which is good. That's why I bought it. But then I didn't continue reading it. So it's been sitting on my shelf for way too long. I don't know, guys. This is the mind of a psychopath. That's what I think it is. This is what you guys are learning about me, is that I'm a psychopath. Okay, so this is a book I actually started in the last couple of days. And by the last couple of days, I mean actually last night, because what is time? I just got back from Worldcon. I haven't slept. I'm delirious. Which is Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. Yeah, I don't have any opinions on this yet. I just started it. I told Jordan from Jordan Reads that I would read this book for her because she really likes it and wanted me to read it. And I found this nice copy at my used bookstore, and so I was like, okay, fine, I'll read it. So this will be a book that I probably actually read in the next couple of days, instead of reading all those books over there that I should be reading otherwise. The other book I'm reading right now is The Armageddon Rag by George R. Martin. This is the book that famously almost ended his career, and I'm doing a read-along of all of Martin's books that are not A Song of Ice and Fire this year. This month I'm being joined by Jimmy Nuts and Ian the Reader to talk about this book. I think it'll be in September or sometime, most likely. And I'm about 70 pages in. I think it's okay so far, like maybe 65 pages. And but I don't have much opinions, and I will be curious to see how it goes, because I know that this like almost single-handedly ended George's career. So that'll be interesting. Also, guys, I met George R. Martin, which I'll talk about in the Worldcon part that I talk about after this, I guess. I don't know. Okay, another Jimmy Nuts Discord read, which is The Rune Lords by David Farland. Again, Jimmy started a Discord read along for this, kind of like a semi official world thing. And yeah, I just started this. I'm like 3 chapters in. It's okay so far. I don't have tons of opinions. Ray Porter's the narrator. I think it's good. I love this cover. Very nice cover. I think it's really cool. And another book that I started literally last night and I'm very excited for is The Raven Scholar by Antonia Hodgson. This has been getting a lot of buzz lately. I really, really like this version, this Illumicrate version. I bought it. I think that like the naked hardback is so nice. Look at that. Oh, yeah, so cool. Really, really like this. So yeah, I'm not far in. I'm like 20 pages in, maybe even less. And I just think it's a good setup so far. I'm liking the prose. Don't have much to say about it. So yeah, that is what I've been reading physically, and I have like tons of audiobooks going all the time. I also want to continue Dungeon Crawler Carl this month. I'm on the 6th book, The Eye of the Bedlam Bride. I actually was going to bring it with me to Worldcon to read as my plane read, but it's like the biggest book anybody's ever, like it's like this big. It's like, why is it like, it's not even in the room, because I just like picking it up was going to make me have a headache or something. I don't know. I'm going to have to get occupational therapists to help me move that book from one room to the other. So I don't know, it's just sitting in the other room, but I will start that soon too. I also want to continue on with Black Company right away. Black Company has fallen to the wayside lately, and I don't think that's very cool. Oh, I did recently finish Isles of the Emberdark by Brandon Sanderson, and I met Sanderson recently, which was cool. He is a great guy, and yeah, this book was very, very good. One of my favorite books of the year so far. And this is just a gorgeous edition. I guess this is kind of a book haul. I don't know. It's just an impromptu book haul. Nobody knows what they're doing. I'm just doing random stuff. So this is a cool book, and like it turns black in the middle here. And if you read the book, you'll know why it turns black. But it's great. Really good book. Really good package. Also, just while I'm thinking about it, I got this Hunter's Run edition it's the sub-press version of Hunter's Run. And this was I got at Worldcon, and it's signed by George R. Martin, Daniel Abraham, and Gardner Dozier. I think it's really cool. It's like the one like splurge purchase that I made, so that's cool. Okay, so I've just been rambling, learning how to talk again, remembering how to look at a camera, and just talk, so this has not been great. But I will say, Worldcon was awesome. So at Worldcon, I spent a lot of time hanging out with people, meeting so many people in the book community. I couldn't go anywhere, I felt like, without running into people that I knew or people that recognized me, and like, whether they follow my Instagram or like I've been talking to them or whatever it might be. Just a very welcoming community all over the place. And yeah, I just thought that it was just such a cool place. I feel like very inspired by the wonderful community that we have here. And yeah, I met George R. R. Martin 4 times. 4 times. 5 times if you count a time that I don't count, but I'll tell you anyway. I met him in the hallway, and I went up to him. I was just like, George, do you have a quick second? He was like, I have a second, because he was waiting for the elevator. And I just went up to him and I'm like, George, I just wanted to say thank you so much for writing A Song of Ice and Fire. It's my favorite series of all time, and it just changed my life, and it's very meaningful to me, and I just wanted to thank you. And he took both of my hands, or he took my hand in both of his hands, and he was like, oh, thank you so much. And he saw like I have a Targaryen tattoo here. He's like, oh, is that real? I was like, yeah, it's real, George. And he's like, oh, that's so cool. And he's like, well, I'll see you around the con. I'll be drinking. I was like, oh, cool. And then I saw him at one of his panels where I got my hardcover Game of Thrones and my hardcover Fever Dream signed. Which, I just had Fever Dream on me. Like, I would have chose a different book, but I just happened to have Fever Dream. So, but that's fine. Hopefully I'll really like Fever Dream. And then, I had the signing that he had, and that one was kind of rushed and informal. Like, it was very haphazardly organized. But I did get my hardcover first edition Storm of Swords signed, which I'm very happy about, because that is my favorite book of all time. And to just have like that copy of that book signed by him is great. But I do wish that I had been able to maybe talk to him at that time. Like, I just feel like the line was weird, and they like had his handler take the book, and then the handler gave him the book while the other person was walking away. So like he was already like a quarter done signing the book by the time he like walked up to the table. So it just wasn't organized well. But still, he's George R. R. Martin. And then I also met him again at his short film presentation for Howard Waldrop, and I just met him very briefly then, and his assistant said that he had to get going, and she just gave me some like metal coins that he had. One was a Stark coin, and one was a Greyjoy coin. And yeah, so it was really cool. And I also almost ran directly into him in the bathroom, which was very, very freaky. I did not expect it. I just went to open the door, and George was right there. I almost ran right into him, and I was like, ah! And he was like, it's okay. And then I was like, sorry. And then I just let him pass. And it was, it's frightening to see your favorite author just randomly out of nowhere and almost run into him. It's not good. But other than that, I met Robin Hobb again twice. And because I brought a couple books, I had a couple minutes to chat with her while she was signing the books. And Robin Hobb is just so gracious and cool. And she didn't give me any updates about the upcoming books. I tried to get something out of her, and she was very tight-lipped. She just said her hands hurt, and it's taking her a long time, which I get. Take as much time as you need, but we're waiting for those books, Robin. So we're excited regardless. And I met Brandon Sanderson again. He signed my hardcover Words of Radiance, so that was really, really cool. And I got a picture with him. And yeah, I just thought Worldcon was great. I spent a lot of time hanging out with Jake Bishop, with Pete, with Bookborn, with Zach Argyle, John from Talking Story. We just had our own little crew there. Ran into a bunch of really cool people, Joe Byrne, Adrian Gibson, so many cool people. I feel like I'm going to start missing people if I go too far down the list, but everybody I met at Worldcon was super cool. Just love this community, and I'm looking forward to dipping my toes back in and actually being more a member of the community. This video is probably going to be rambly and incoherent, but I figured if I keep putting off until I feel like I'm in the best mood to make a video and I'm in the best exactly what I want to say, I'll just never make a goddamn video again, and I don't want to do that. So thanks for sticking with me, guys, and I will see you again hopefully soon. Bye for now.